everybody, welcome to another episode of Pod Talk. Today we're going to talk about low back pain. So currently I'm going through a little bit of a rough patch. My low back is a little bit sore, and that's because I went into a deep back squat the other day, loaded, and I felt a sharp pinch. Immediately what I did was I dropped the weight and I immediately started smashing. And one of the things that happens when you have a spasm in your low back is you probably strain the deep muscles in there, which we call the multifidus. When you have a strain, what ends up happening is inflammation goes into that area. Well, in that area is a very sensitive area. The spine doesn't have a lot of space. If it's being filled with inflammation, you're going to have a lot of pain. Sometimes you have just very focal pain. Sometimes you have referral pain. Today I'm having very focal, in the local area soreness. And what needs to just happen is I need to be able to segment both my spine in flexion and extension. The more that I can move my spine, the more that I can get that inflammation pumped out of the disc. So this is what I actually do. I'm doing this myself. I have two balls, okay? My back soreness right here, Coach Nick, you can get a little bit closer, is right at my L5-S1. Now, how do I know it's at L5-S1? I know because this is what we call our PSIS, which is our hip pointers in the back, and this is what we call my sacrum right here. This is my spine right here. You can see these muscles right here, these are the erectors. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the ball right here. That's at my L5 and S1. And oftentimes, if you're going to have an issue in your low back, it's going to be at your L5-S1 because that is at the very end of your spine. Most of the force, most of the weight is going to be in that region. So, what are we going to do? We're going to lay down. I'm going to get both of these balls. You can come a little bit closer, Nick. I'm going to come up, and I'm going to put the two balls right in that L5-S1 area, okay? And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to allow my body to relax. I'm going to allow the balls to kind of sink into my spine. Once I get that feeling where I feel like they're very deep and they leveled into my low back, I'm going to start to pelvic tilt. So it's a very slight movement, right? I use the balls as reference. So when I want to pull away, I try to pull away from the ball. When I want to push, I push into the ball. Pull away, push. And what I'm doing is I'm segmenting that L5, S1 region. And to be honest, it just feels fantastic. It gives me a lot of relief, and I can feel my joint moving again. So remember, when you injure your low back, oftentimes what's going to happen is it's going to want to spasm and lock up. This is one of the best ways to lock up, or to open up that spine. Now, obviously, if you have an acute back pain or back issue, please call somebody that's a professional. Don't allow this to don't do this yourself. Find somebody that knows what they're doing. Find somebody that can help you, and then go from there. That's another edition of Pod Talk. If you guys have any questions, you want to ask me any questions or find out more about what's going on at the Sports Pod, come to our website. It's probably going to be like somewhere over here or over here. And move free, humans.